Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As of every week, we will jump into the fundamental, sentiment and technical analysis of different currency pairs. Previous week I did not upload a video because I was on vacation, but it doesn't mean that I did not do the analysis and I did not take any trades. During the vacation, I did not take any trades, but there were trades before the vacation and they closed after the vacation. And now we will jump into the trade updates. Then we will talk about some opportunities coming into the next week. First trade that I took was on the Euro and SD dollar. If you check my previous video, you will see that I was waiting an opportunity to take this trade, and as you can see, my TP got hit was at these highs right here. I learned something that I can keep trailing my stop loss until my stop loss gets hit, and I would have gained around 100% of my profit. This trade was profitable and I made 18% on it. It was a 1 to 5.5 risk to reward ratio. Another trade I took was on NSD USD, and the trade was around this candle right here. I could have waited for the next candle to enter. I could have got a better entry, but it's totally fine. I was risking about 2%, 2.5%. But what happened is that after we broke to the downside, sorry, after this candle right here and data coming negative for the US dollar, I could have closed my position and did not do it because of Euro and SD. I trade my stop loss and my stop loss got hit. Also, I trailed my stop loss in a wrong way. So now I have a clear idea on how I wanna trail my stop loss to get the best out of the trade. How I will be trailing my stop loss is based on the 1 hour moving average and on the 1 hour market structure. Meaning that after prices started pushing to the downside and we are below the 100 moving average, I start trailing my stop loss on right here. I could have trailed my stop loss to this area, and then after we hit this area right here and we broke to the downside, I could have trailed my stop loss around this area, gaining 50 pips and not waiting for price to retrace all the way up here. Now I might take a position after we open on Monday to take a short position on an SDUSD. Let's keep going with the trade updates and trade recaps, then we will jump into trade opportunities. Coming into USD CAD, so on NSD USD I made 4.5%, on Euro and SD I made 18%, and on USD CAD I made 11.4%. It was a 1 to 3.3% risk to reward ratio. Also, I could have made a little bit if I trailed my stop loss in an effective way, meaning that after prices right here rejected from the 100 moving average and a clear move to the upside, I could have made around 37 pips more by trailing my stop loss in an effective way. But I'm still in my learning phases. It's all normal, and hopefully we will get better, precise, and more powerful in my executions. So, coming into the AUD and SD, I tried to enter the trade after a price came into this area and rejected, but then and data came out positive. But what I think happened is that there was rumors that there is a powerful rain and not good weather in Australia, which made prices go lower a little bit, and I got stopped out in a 1.2% loss. Then on USD Chef, data came out good on Wednesday, and I took the trade. I could have waited for retracement because the risk was very high. I could have waited like to risk around 2 to 3% because this is my ideal risk per trade, but I got greedy and I thought that I will not be losing. I risked minus 7.8%, and I lost it. Why? Because on Thursday, data came out positive for the Swiss franc. The unemployment rate came 2.9% instead of 3%, which made this move keep going to the downside. And data is still coming negative for the US dollar, although fundamentally the US dollar is still stronger. So I'm still waiting for the sentiment shift in order to take a long position on any pairs against the New Zealand dollar and the Swiss franc. So if we jump into the fundamental analysis, we've got all pairs very strong against the Swiss franc and the New Zealand dollar. So what I could be taking, for example, CHF JPY and SD JPY, USD CHF, USD NSD, Euro CHF, Euro NSD. Euro NSD will not, from a technical perspective, there is no way to take it. CHF NSD, Pound NSD, CAD NSD, Pound CHF, CAD CHF. There is a lot of opportunities coming into the next week, but we will need to keep an eye on the data. For example, on Monday, we have the average cash earnings for Japanese yen on 1:30 a.m. It might give us an opportunity to long the Japanese yen. Also, we have the consumer confidence of the Swiss franc. And then on Tuesday, we have consumer confidence in Australia. We have the GDP growth rate and business confidence. Then on Wednesday, we have the CPI data for the US, which will play a huge role to see how market will react during the CPI, and hopefully we will have great opportunities during the next week. So this is everything for this video. Hopefully it was insightful. I'm getting better and better and better every single week. The overall trades was around 25% profit. So even though I lost 2 and I won 3, it's not just like making 2 to 3% because it's a 66% win rate. No, my risk to reward ratio is very high and I made good profits. Hopefully we will continue in this way, and the 2025 year will be very wonderful, and in 2026 we will start raising capital and trading with huge capitals, because I focus on percentages. So 18% when the risk was around 3.5%, 3%, which is acceptable for me. I do not risk below 2%, and I try to not risk above 4 to 5%, but it depends on the trades. If the probability is very high for the trade, I may take higher risk. This is everything for this week. Hopefully it was insightful. If you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for weekly analysis like this. Until the next week, stay safe.